Hey guys, welcome back to the Pony Place. I'm Miss Allie. Please join me on this short walk down to the barn. I'm gonna take these carrots down for this week and explain to you why I've started giving my ponies more treats. I know you'll hear a lot of trainers argue against treats and associating your hands with food, and I'm not here to say that they're wrong, but I do have my own point to make about why I've started wearing this glorious fanny pack around my back while I'm teaching. Partnership starts with play, and them enjoying their jobs is just as important to me as me enjoying my job, which is why I chose this line of work. I want to be happy every single day, and I want that for my ponies as well, which is another reason why in this disgusting, muddy, dry lot, my ponies are about to enjoy a few hours out in this gorgeous field. I don't like turning them out too often. Ponies have a really hard time processing sugar and a lot of fuel. So they'll only be out during the heat of the day for a few hours when the sugar level has dropped to a safe level in the grass. So I'm gonna turn them out to play, and I wanna show you guys that process of turning them out, and then I'll continue to talk about these treats. Hi, Acorn. Come on, guys. Come on. Come on, guys. Yeah, it's not that wild when they get turned out. They're just happy to be out in the grass. I don't know if Duchess is going to come out because she loves standing under the fan in the run-in in the shade so much because she's black. She just gets super hot and sweaty out in the sun. But I'm gonna call her over anyway, see if we can get her to come out. Duchess! And Smidgy Widge always stays out. He just got a bath this morning, so he is just glowing white. Duchess! Duchess! Come on, baby girl. I don't know if you can see that because she's so dark, but she's like, no, thank you. That's okay. Everybody can live their best life in their own way. It is such a beautiful day here, and all of our beautiful flowers are just blooming and thriving, just like our beautiful ponies. You'll notice that Jojo and Jiminy are wearing grazing muzzles. This is because of their bellies. Now, Acorn, they've been chasing him off the food a little bit more, so I don't mind if he gets a little extra fuel. And he's also one that just kind of needs a little bit extra, so I don't mind that at all. But Jojo and Jiminy literally put their noses, they shove them into their grazing muzzles. I do not fight with my ponies to get these muzzles on. And do you know why? It's thanks to treats. I have no desire to fight with a pony at all. That is not why I have them, or why really any of us have them. We just want to enjoy time with our horses. But they do have jobs to do, and they do have to do a lot of things and put up with a lot of things that they would rather not. Kind of like me washing dishes or doing laundry, or if you're a kid watching this, cleaning your room. But wouldn't it make it better if someone, oh, here she is, if someone told you that after you clean your room, you get an ice cream. Well, it's the same thing with my ponies. We all have to work in life, so I don't think it's cruel in the least that they have to earn their keep. However, I want to make it as fun for them as possible. Oh, isn't Duchess just glowing? She's actually getting dapples. You can see them start to come through, and that is just from how healthy she is getting. Her coat is getting shinier, and she's finally learning to balance on her new hooves because her hooves were so overgrown when I got her. It's just amazing to see that transformation. But anyway, back to the treats. Doesn't it just make everything better when you're doing a task that maybe you don't want to do, you know there's going to be a reward for it. Now, these horses are conditioned to know that they're going to get a treat after their lesson. And I'm not talking about that kind of rewarding. When they know they've done a good job for their lesson, they tend to get a little bit rammy right afterwards until they get their treat. This is not a behavior that I want to encourage. What I'm talking about here is spontaneous treating, and I would like to encourage that in the horse community. So I wear this pack behind my back, you'll notice, so that the ponies don't feel like they can nose at my belly. Because oftentimes when I'm leading the kids around, the ponies, I'm walking backwards facing my kids so that I can see their riding position. And my back is away from the pony. I'm facing them. So it's not like they're chasing a treat bag. But I do use clicker training methods without a clicker. Who of us training horses with children, or, you know, unless it's a clicker training session and we are very focused on that, it's difficult to do things around horses with one of our hands permanently taken up by a clicker, just ready to click it. And I don't want one of those on my belt, or just, I would rather designate a noise that I only use in this instance when the pony is doing something amazing. So let's say, like Duchess, she hates letting riders get on her. It's not that she's even nervous. She's just really stubborn because she knows what's coming. She knows that they're gonna get on her back after she lines up to the mounting block, and she's gonna have to work. So when we line her up, she'll line up great, and then she'll step her hips away from the mounting block and make it really difficult for the kids to get on. So a way that I've learned to counteract this, instead of getting frustrated at her, is when she doesn't do that, I make this simple low noise that I don't use for anything else. And that noise means you did something correct. You get a treat. And then I'll simply reach into my pocket or my fanny pack if I have a lot of lessons that day and I need to carry around a lot of treats. And she gets praise for that. So it's not necessarily to change bad behavior overnight. It's not to create a treat-dependent horse, but I want them to know that I appreciate what they've done, and thus they'll perform better. Over time, they'll start to notice, hey, I'm getting treats when I'm doing what she wants. This is fun. Then they start engaging mentally and learning. We do some trick training here, but also I play lots of games with my lesson kids. So you'll notice if we come up to our ring here, there's a lot of different games. We play baseball, jousting. There's baseball and jousting right behind me. There's a ring over here. Just different things that might be scary to the pony. A lot of times when the kids will pick up the bat, that might be scary to the pony. I go, give the pony a treat. Oh, now the bat is suddenly a good thing. And they just start to get a general positive attitude about work from this spontaneous expression of thanks. It's not that we're like doing a Pavlov's dog thing, you know, where they anticipate a treat like at the end of their lesson. but it's when they realize they're being appreciated for doing what I ask, and it just creates such a positive learning environment for them as well as the kids, and they learn to enjoy their job more because they never know when they're gonna get a treat. They never know. It's like, you know, you're cleaning your room and you're at a certain stage in it and your mom just walks in with an ice cream. Like, how great is that? Now I have to go drive and get myself an ice cream. Too much talking about rewards. And we do that a lot as adults, don't we? Hey, if I did a lot of grocery shopping today, I'm going to go to Starbucks or something. We'll reward ourselves, right? Sometimes it's spontaneous for doing things that we don't want to do. So why don't we treat our horses the same way? I'm a fan of clicker training without a clicker. I'm a fan of rewarding my horses for good behavior. Right, Dutchie? Such a sweetheart. Thanks for tuning in to this week's episode, and happy trails. I'll see you next week. Bye.